Hello, welcome to Team Liquid's strategy guide for Amirdrassil the Dream's Hope. I am Kalamazi, and today we're talking about Telegon's breakdown of the mechanics and strategy for Mythic Nymue Weaver of the Cycle. As always, we will assume you're already familiar with the mechanics present in Heroic and speak only to the Mythic changes regarding the boss and ability behavior as well as the resulting strategy. The largest change to Mythic Nymue comes by the way of an additional Mythic ad called the Manifested Dream that is present in each intermission. Similar to Dathia, players gain a stagnant debuff while within the ad's vicinity that causes them to take increased damage over time. This ad must be killed within 30 seconds, and unique teams of players must be assigned to it for each intermission phase due to the vulnerability you gain to dot apply while within its vicinity. Specifically, you need to enter a clearly defined circular area centered around the ad to gain the line of sight and begin attacking the Manifested Dream. While inside this circle, you gain Lucid Miasma, a damage over time debuff, as well as Lucid Vulnerability, which amps the aforementioned debuff's damage by 1000%. While in the vicinity of the Manifested Dream, you'll need to pay careful attention to the X-type frontal and backhole mechanic called Dream Dust that rotates around the mob's center as an axis. This mechanic can progress either clockwise or counterclockwise around the Manifested Dream's model, switching randomly. It is important to dodge as it deals about half the player's current maximum health pool. The rest of the intermission is the same as Heroic, and the most important changes for this difficulty is the necessity of juggling your damage between the three ads. You should consider which of your DPS has cooldowns when, and balance them appropriately while swapping players out of the Manifested Dream team for each following intermission. You should keep in mind that the Cycle Wardens must die within 15 seconds of each other before causing a raid wipe. In practice, your Manifested Dream team should be able to defeat their ad and assist with one of the Cycle Wardens should it happen to be behind in damage. This should be an easy call to audible in the moment. We recommend you send 6 players to the Manifested Dream to ensure safety. Note that this ad does not need to be tanked while the Cycle Wardens do. You want to assign one strong healer with CDs to each Manifested Dream as the incoming damage does ramp and can be intense. In the main phase, we have 2 new mechanics. Firstly, we have a new soak called Ephemeral Flora, which appears as a red version of the Surging Growth Flowers. It should always spawn a melee, you should have all your melee soak as soon as these appear. Secondly, there's a new mechanic where whenever a Surging Growth or Ephemeral Flora expires, an explosion occurs at the location with a 3-second delay. On Mythic, it's important that you proactively and aggressively soak Surging Growths to reduce the raid damage they incur. To this end, you should assign your range around the boss and throughout the matrix to make this more intuitive and natural. Finally, for assignments, you want to assign a player from each Manifested Dream to soak the full bloom and gain the inflorescent buff, allowing the team to move to the Mythic ad without triggering a verdant matrix. Keep in mind also that placing a barrier blossom causes you to gain inflorescence, allowing players near you to move throughout the verdant matrix unhindered. As a result, you can find movements to move towards a soak without gaining any stacks of verdant matrix. As on Heroic, you want to place the barrier blossoms away from the main play space and against Nymue's wall, even stacking them if possible. Finally, on a healer note, we want to plan for a large amount of healing at the start of the beginning of each main phase as she channels Continuum. We also want to plan for, as mentioned, a decent amount of healing in the ad phases. Keep in mind that you will need to spread healers between teams appropriately to ensure this. Note that if you ever get behind on soaking Surging Growths, the healing required to feel fairly oppressive, and you may have to use cooldowns and call to soak more aggressively before stabilizing. With that, I very much hope you found this guide useful. Please feel free to leave feedback or commentary below this video, and make sure to keep an eye on our channel as more guides will be coming out soon. Thank you much for tuning in, and we'll catch you all in the next one.